Kenny Jones and Roger Daltrey have dropped in. Roger, thank you very much for coming along, and thank you for staying in view of the fact that we showed those pictures of the Who.
Incredible old stuff.
That is rather old, isn't it?
Yes.
Does that make you flinch?
Too old. Not really, no. It's not too long ago since I saw some of that stuff anyway. Because we were just doing a film, kind of biographical film of those early days.
Right.
So it's not, but I must admit, the first time I saw it, I was a bit...
Takes your breath away a bit. You were, in fact, going to come on the programme next week, but you're off to America. How much time do you spend in America?
Not a lot, but it's a big market for us, so... I mean, a couple of weeks a year. We haven't toured for a long time, but we'll be touring at the end of this year. So, I mean, it's not an awful lot of time.
I mean, is there one thing in particular that's kept the Who going for so long? Because you've been away from all the journalists' things about splits, and you've maintained a very consistent success rate with records, and you've conquered the American scene, which not every successful British band has done.
Well, I don't think it's only one thing. I mean, we swallowed our egos a long time ago, so we don't have that kind of ego friction in the band. And we like being in a band. We have a lot of laughs, and it's better than 9 to 5 in.
Right.
It's terrific.
Yeah.
You know.
I've obviously got to ask you, I mean, the very sad thing that happened this year, how much is the loss of Keith going to alter what you're doing?
That's impossible to say. It's never going to be the same, but to me it's opened a lot of doors. I mean, we can do anything now. I mean, people shouldn't be expecting anything, and whatever happens, it'll be different. It will never be the same.
Right.
I mean, Kenny's played with us before on a few tracks on, what was it, the Tommy soundtrack?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
The film
You just
soundtrack.
blew my question.
Oh, was that your question? Oh, right.
There you go.
Then I will pass over it very quickly and think of something else.
Is that your question?
Yeah.
I thought
I'll stick to your one then.
What's the name of our new drummer?
So you knew the guys anyway?
Oh, yeah.
How
I've
did-
worked with them over the years, you know.
How did the actual join come about? Can you reveal how you
Well, Bill
the decision was
Kirby
made?
called me and said, would I like to join the band? Can I come up to the office and all that? And I went up and met Pete and spoke to Roger and on the phone here and there, and it's just sort of slotted into place, you know. I've always felt part of it because I've known everybody for so long.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what
from
I mean?
the same era.
Yeah.
I mean, the Small Faces started at the same time we did.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he's a Londoner, which is good.
East End.
Yeah, that's the only trouble. I mean, we're the West End and he's East End.
Yeah, right.
And
A
they
big
say never the
split.
twain should meet, but we get on all right.
What sort of work have you been doing together recently?
Not a lot. We've been producing films for the last year. They're finished now. We're going to go in the studio 3 weeks' time to start a new album or a new single. So we haven't really done any musical work.
No.
A couple of tracks.
Just finishing.
And we're going to do some shows. And a
Is it-
tour of Twickenham.
That is actually going to happen, is it? Because there's all sorts of rumours that finally that we were going to see live Who again.
Yes.
That
No,
will
I mean, that's-
will happen.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, right.
When?
Definitely. Well, we're planning to do a gig somewhere in Europe in May, early May, and then hopefully
That means we've
an
got
English
rehearsed next
tour.
month.
Yeah, an English tour in August, September, hopefully, or an English gig of some sort, and Christmas shows. I mean, it's going to take a bit of time because it is a new band, more or
Right.
less, you know.
And a lot of established rock bands say that it's so difficult to do live work now. It costs so much money to do a tour, and the organisation is phenomenal. I mean, does that worry you at all?
There's never any money in touring. It's never been any different. The only time you make any money in this business is when you have a hit record in America, because there's no... if you have a hit record in England, by the time the taxman takes his money, there's no money in
So
it.
what's the motivation for actually going out
Well,
on
there's
the
no
road?
point in being in a band unless you're playing in front of people. I mean, making records is so boring.
Is it
I mean,
really?
Singing to four walls, it's terrible.
I would have thought you might have maybe
it's
found that a
dreadful.
challenge at
I'm
the
not fond of
studio.
going in the studio. It's,
Horrid.
You know.
But you do a lot of session work as well for other people.
Yeah, I do.
You've got to pay the rent, haven't you?
Oh yeah, right.
So the real
And the
driving
tax
force,
man.
the real encouragement is to get up there in
Yeah,
front
in
of
front
a...
of people. That's all that matters.
I
Really.
can't wait, you know, because it's. I've never been in another band. You know what I mean?
Nor have I.
Strange, isn't it?
Funny, that, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Grab a telephone and let's find out. There's one buried in the herbage just there by you, Roger. Let's find out what the question is that's currently flashing on line 4. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Simon Kunz.
Hello, Simon.
I'd like to ask Roger, when's the film The Kids Are All Right coming out?
Haha. I think, with a bit of luck, it should be out at the beginning of June. But we've had a few problems with it. It's technical problems, really, because a lot of The Kids Are All Right was originally done for TV. And so it's on video. And when you want to swap that to 35mm for cinema, if you're not careful, you end up with great big lines across the screen. And it's been quite a problem getting rid of those, but we are there now.
Okay.
So it should be out in June with a bit of luck.
All right. Thanks
And
a
it's
lot.
quite a good film, I think. I haven't seen it myself, but I've been told it's quite good.
Thank you, Simon.
OK, Simon.
Line 6.
Hello?
Hello, what's your question?
I'd like to speak to Roger.
Fine,
Hello.
sorry, I didn't get your
Hello,
name.
Roger, it's Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Lisa?
Graham's Lisa.
Oh, hello. It's cousin Lisa. Oh, it's a family on the phone down
You,
the road.
you were worried no one would ring, so you got the family to ring.
Roger, I want to ask you what's your ambition?
Ambition.
Come on, let us in on this. What?
Well, I mean,
That's so funny.
last year my ambition was to get The Who back on stage, which looks like that's going to happen this year. I've got another ambition this year, that is to make a film, which I've been trying to get off the ground for 3 years now, about a guy called John McVicar, who was a bank robber. And it's not a film that's going to glorify criminals, but it's a film I want to make because it's a very interesting story. That is my ambition this year, to say that.
Oh, and Tasha wants to know, can we come and stay at Easter?
Yeah, all right, yeah. Okay.
What is going on
What is
here?
it? It's the families.
Thank you for the call.
Okay,
I
bye.
can
love.
bring you at home. Line 1.
Hello?
Hello, who are you?
Sajal Korea.
You're who?
Sajal.
Well, I can see it written down there. It looks very nice. Sajal, hello. What's your question?
I'd like to ask Kenny, what do you have to do to become a pop singer?
Oh, I'm not a singer. You better ask Roger.
Don't ask me, ask the drummer.
No, I'm a drummer.
I don't know, you just have to want to do it and not want to go to do an ordinary job. I mean, that's what it was for me. I left school and I hated going to work every day and I thought, oh, anything's better than this. And I couldn't stand it in a crowd, so I wanted to get on the stage. And it started from there, really. I started as a guitarist and I wasn't very good at that. So I went on to singing and I wasn't very good at that for quite a long time. But I think I've got better.
Yeah, and at what age did you start singing?
God, what, professionally?
Yeah.
About 17. Yeah, about that. I did it earlier on when I was about 14. I used to play in a skiffle group and play in pubs and things. But not seriously.
Okay, thank you.
All right, love.
Thank you very much. Line 2.
Hello, this is Gillian Boyne.
Hello, Gillian. What can we do for you?
I'd like to ask Roger a question. When you do concerts, do you have a favourite concert hall?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Not really. They're all basically the same. I mean, there aren't many good places to play in England. That's one of the problems with England. So you make the best of, you know, the worst, if you like. I mean, there aren't any good places in England. If you're talking about just the area to play, everywhere's good. Kids are great all over the world. But as far as halls go, there isn't anywhere really good in England.
Oh, thank you.
All right, love.
Right, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much. By the way, one of the things you talked about when you came on the programme last time, Kenny, was your leaping about on horses and things. How's that going?
Oh, yeah, can I put that down now?
Yes, you can. I don't know why I was holding on to it.
Yeah, I was watching you.
Yeah, we'll go back to the phones.
I hate the phone.
Last time the reason I asked that, last time you came on the programme, we had a lot of correspondence from people saying where could they actually see you leaping about on a horse.
Well, I do it every year, you know, the Royal International Show Jumping at Olympia. This year, I came second.
But you should have won.
I should have won, yeah. I knocked the upright pole down. Giggling over there.
Why is the giggling from Maggie
Well,
over there?
She was on it as well.
She's going to win.
She was on the
Thank
horse
you.
with you?
Oh, not with me, no.
Would have been more fun.
That's right, yeah.
And you don't actually go riding, but you do have four-legged animals in fast
Yeah, I mean,
horses, don't you?
horses to me take too much looking after. I like cows that look after themselves.
She got a big place down in Sussex.
I've got a farm, yeah, I like farming.
But it is a very beautiful place. I mean, you're calling it a farm, but
No, it is a farm. It's a working farm. It has to be.
yeah. And that's where you live, and presumably you're a
Yes,
manager
yes.
or somebody.
Well, I've got a farm manager, yeah. I have to, really,
Right.
because I'm away so much.
Do you eat what you grow?
Yes. We've just eaten Harry. I think it was a bit tough. I kept it.
Poor
I
old
believe in that. I think if you love what you... I mean, if you literally love what you eat and then eat it,
Yeah.
what you're going to eat and then eat it.
Yeah, I bet Harry wasn't that
Chinese-
pleased about the idea, that was he?
I don't know. It's the reason they're there, isn't it? I mean, if we didn't eat meat, they wouldn't be there.
Right.
Full stop.
Well, you're quite Let's take an awful step when you actually call them by a
I
name.
better say hello to my... Can I say hello to my daughters?
Certainly, yes.
Hello, Rosie and Willow. What, that one?
Where?
They're watching at home.
I promise
Oh,
I'll
I
say
bet,
hello.
now you've
Yes,
done
they're-
that, you put me in it. I'll have
Right,
to do the same then.
do the
Yeah, go on.
same.
Hello, Dylan and Jessie.
Well, we draw the line at the entire herd, if you mind, Roger. Because
I've got this quite a big herd in our family.
Harry's friends. We had Geoffrey Smith, who's our gardening friend, on the programme. Eric, could you drop in the pots with Geoffrey's swap card? I think you've gone over the top again, Eric. It's just a bit over-decorated. No one. Geoffrey asked the question, what does sport mean in gardening terms?
Plastic.
Thank you! Yes, Geoffrey's bound to be watching. He's going to be sick about this. We've got plastic flowers. Eric, you could have just got some real ones. Who's going to have the delve? Pull a card out.
Kenny, go
No,
on.
I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I can do it any time. We want a correct one out of there, and there's a... Oh. Thank you, Eric. You can take it away. Well, I'm led to believe that this is the correct answer. A sport is a plant which differs in character from the normal of its type, apart from variations arising from seed of hybrid origin. You knew that, didn't you?
No one who gave it to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Nicola Faraday, who's aged 10, Cherwell Drive, Brown Hills, West Midlands. Well done, Nicola. We'll be sending the books to you and the cactus garden. And watch this one here, because I've already stuck a spindly thing myself from there. Now, we were talking about the question earlier. I don't know whether you've blown the question
That's
or what we're
another
going to
one
have.
Why don't we put it all into one?
That's easier, isn't it?
And if
It's
it's your
quite a lot.
question.
What's... Oh, yeah.
All right, well, tell us what you brought along for,
Well,
for our swap. And then
Kenny's bought a snare drum.
Premier snare drum.
Does that mean you're going to be a bit
Premier
quieter in
snare
future?
drum.
Premier snare drum.
Yeah.
Actually used by you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's giving them up.
You can start singing. Says it's easier.
And I bought some records,
Mm-hmm.
and this is an American picture disc, which is kind of collector's item,
Yes, they are becoming very popular.
and a shrunken tracksuit, which is my Who Are You tracksuit.
Great.
That's it, really.
So, what's the question you're both going to agree? I mean, you better start agreeing if you're going to go out working
Well,
together
I
and
don't
doing
know, you haven't
concerts.
told me.
Do you want to put it on one?
Yes, go on, we'll put it down to one
The
question.
question is, what did the Who record their first record? What name did they record their first record under?
Good, that's great, because
The same four people.
true Blue Who fans will know that. And it's postcards, please, on that one. The first record, what were you called
Yes, on our first record.
on the very first record? Jolly good. Line 3's busy. Let's take a couple more calls. Try and get them in before the end of the programme. Hello, line 3.
Hello?
Hello, who are you?
I'm Tim Fulford.
Hello to you, Tim. What can we do for you?
I would like to speak to Roger, please.
Hello,
Right.
Tim.
Hello, all right?
Yeah.
Good.
Lovely to
What do you feel like being on telly?
Very nervous. I hate it. I mean, ugh.
We're trying to make you relax.
It's much better when it's late at night and you've had a few drinks. This time of day, it's terrible.
Well, you're on the television as well, Tim, with your voice. What's it
Yeah,
like?
I know,
yes.
I feel very happy.
You feel very happy?
Yeah.
You've probably already had a few drinks.
Could I, ask for Roger's autograph?
Right, we always
Yeah,
do
I'll
it
do it
once
and leave
to the
it for
first person who asks, so we'll get an address from you.
Thank you very much.
And we'll organise that.
Right.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Line 5.
Bye.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
It's Judith.
Hello,
Can I
Judith.
speak to Roger, please?
Certainly.
Hello, Judith.
Hello. What do you think of Alan Loving, Tommy? The musical?
I haven't seen it in the West End. I saw it when it was first started at Hornchurch.
Yeah.
I think he does a good job. I mean, I had to get off of it. I mean, I couldn't do it anymore. I mean, I think he does a good job.
Yeah.
I think he would do better if he had his hair cut. I'm dying to get mine off. I feel like an aged hippie. But I'm waiting for a film to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Bye.
OK, well, unfortunately, we do have very, very little more time. I wish you the very best of luck with the live concerts. That's very exciting stuff, because we continue to get people writing in saying, when are you going to get back together again and get out there? So it looks like one European date at the moment.
Yeah, one European one, just to kind of get the feel of it.
Yeah.
And then do hopefully a big summer gig around about in August in England.
Summer. What's summer?
A long way away.
You've just come back from the Barbados and you're just going off to America.
Yes.
Do you want anyone to carry your bags? I'll come. The programme ends next week. Roger, thank you very much indeed for coming along. Good luck with your haircut as well. Thank you, Kenny. And we get a chance to see Roger doing